Derek Answini is with us as we talk about the Holy Redeemer golf team. And Derek, let's talk about your golf game between last year and this year. How often you've been hitting the course?
I like to get out as often as I can. I'd say probably like 5 times a week, depending on weather and how that plays out. But so recently the weather's been poor, so not too much. But
let's talk about your home course, where you play often, and what you like about it.
Fox Hill Country Club, and I just like the atmosphere there. A lot of my friends are there, so we go out and play. My whole family's been there, so it's nice to enjoy it and everything about it.
When you evaluated your golf game from last year coming into this year, your senior season, was it, hey, I need to be longer off the tee, I really got to get my short game going, I got to really start, hitting these putts the right way. Talk a little bit about all those things you thought about and Coach Art Brunn and his influence on you as well.
Yeah, I'd say probably my short game is something I'd want to get better because, the more putts you make, the lower your score is going to be. So I'd say that. I've always hit the ball pretty well, so if I can continue with that and make some putts, it'll be interesting, I guess.
Let's talk about this year's team, the talent you have up and down the lineup. Take us through some of the guys and what you think each guy brings to this lineup.
So we have Martin Cryan at the 2 with me, and we play a lot together, so I've played with him a lot over the years. And he's a tough player. He could go low and put up some good scores. We have Sergey Scaramastro at the 3, who's pretty solid. We have Sean Boland, Jack Gallus, Kit Miller, and Matt Williams, who can also post up good scores. So hopefully we can continue to have success and have a good season.
Just to get those names right is a challenge in itself, but you did a great job of that. Let's talk about your twin sister.
Yeah.
Sophia, and obviously what she does, how you guys complement each other, and getting along as twins as well.
Yeah, we get along really well. We have a lot of the same friends, so we're always finding each other to be in the same spots and hanging out with each other and talking at home and stuff, so we have a good time together.
Fantastic job in the classroom with a 4.0, top 15 in your class. Talk about being dedicated in the classroom and being a Holy Redeemer student. There's some other rewards with that as well.
Yeah, definitely, the academics would obviously come before golf and any other sport, so you have to make sure you're staying well with that, and because that's the future, so definitely got to keep that up.
How about basketball? How much are you enjoying that sport?
Oh yeah, I love basketball. It's always a fun time. A lot of my friends play basketball with me, so we always have a good time going to practice and playing games, so that's definitely a fun time of the year.
Let's talk about that finance major you're thinking about in college.
Yeah.
You have many thoughts? Is golf going to be a part of that next step for you, or you're not sure?
Yeah, definitely a possibility. We'll see where we get to, but definitely a possibility.
And I got to ask you about your grandfather again as one of your role models, a big part of your life.
Yeah, huge part of my life. He was really the one to introduce me to golf, so me and him have grown up playing together and playing tournaments together, so it's always a fun time when I'm with him.
All right. Neat to have that #1 fan and showing you some tips along the way. Derek, we wish you the best this season. Great to catch up with you once again.
All right, thank you very much.
Martin Cryan back for another run with the Holy Redeemer golf team. Going to be your junior year. And let's talk about how much golf you've been playing. I know you get out with your friend Derek.
Yeah, I get out with Derek a lot, and we have a couple other guys that we play with. Some of them from different schools, so we get some competition going between us before the season starts. And then there's a lot of us that on the team play together at Fox Hill, so it's real nice.
Let's talk a little bit about your evaluation of yourself, where you were last year to this year. Obviously, you're getting a little bigger, getting a little stronger, so maybe the drives are getting a little longer for you, but what are the concentration areas for you?
Yeah, certainly driving the ball. I've kind of just gained, my swing has stayed the same, so I've gained about 15-20 yards with my driver, and then focusing on the short game more because I'm having shorter yardages into the greens, and then being able to make putts and hit some good chips, I'll easily drop my score a few shots this year from last year.
When you're not out golfing with the guys, any family members get to play with you at all?
Yeah, I play with my dad a few times a year. He doesn't like to play as much as he did, and then I'll always play with my grandfather and some of my uncles, so it's nice.
I know you got a bunch of siblings here, so what's everybody up to? Much change from last year to this year?
No, my sister, she started freshman year of college at King's, and then I have a younger sister at going into 8th grade, and I have a younger brother who likes to follow me, and I'm kind of a big influence on him. He likes to swing the golf club, and when I'm in hockey season, he likes to play hockey a lot and go to all my games.
Let's talk about how serious that hockey is becoming for you.
Hockey, it used to be big before I started high school golf, but now I'm just playing with the school, and it's still fun to play. Get some good competition with the guys that still play travel that I used to play with, so that's always fun.
Computer applications and history, still those subjects that you're enjoying, and just something that comes real natural to you with the computer stuff?
Yeah, the computer was more the teacher this year. There was a lot of my friends in the class, so that was really fun. And then history I'm always interested in. And then also, I guess math as well. I really like anything, but it's the teachers this year that got those two subjects.
Well, another 4-0 kind of guy, so you're doing a fantastic job there. Let's talk about some of the rivals you guys play, Scranton Prep and Wyoming Seminary, two quality opponents. What you look forward to with that this year with the team that looks like you guys are going to have some depth at the Holy Redeemer.
We should have a chance this year against Sem last year. I think we lost to them by about 2 shots. We had a rough day at Huntsville. But Sem's always tough to get through in that conference, and then when we get to that district final, hopefully we can get there again. But Prep last year, I think we lost by about 4 or 5 shots. But I think definitely this year, with guys playing more, me and Derek, we're working hard, and I don't think Prep will be able to get us 2 years in a row. So we'll try to get that district final this year. All
right, we wish you the best, Martin. Great to catch up with you. Good luck the rest of your summer.
Thank you.
Sergey Scaramastro is with us from the Holy Redeemer golf team. And Sergey, let's talk about what you're looking forward to with this Royal team.
Well, we're looking to go to states and possibly win states. We just have to beat Prep in districts, and then we have a pretty easy road to states.
Let's talk about the guys and getting to know them at Holy Redeemer and the type of golfers they are and how you kind of fit in with this team.
Well, Derek Sweeney is our number 1. He's always shown great leadership and team skills, plays really well. Then we have our number 2, Martin Crine. He's really good up there with Derek. They're pretty consistent, play together, real well together.
How do you complement the team? And you talk about your game. What are some of the positives of your golf game?
Well, I have a really good short game. I'm pretty consistent with my wedges and my putter. I don't have really long distance, but I'm accurate with my shots, so that gives me a solid spot on the team. I sit at the number 3, and I have a pretty solid game.
Let's talk about what course you play at and what experience you get at that course and how that'll carry over to some of the courses you'll play during the year.
Well, I usually play at Blue Ridge Trail Golf Club up in Mountain Top, PA. So it's really narrow, tree lines, real narrow, so you always have to have accurate shots when you're playing there.
Of course, a lot of those other guys, they'll play at Fox Hill maybe, or Wyoming Valley, or Huntsville, some of those other clubs. Yeah. So hopefully in the end that'll all work out where you guys have some different experiences at different courses. Let's talk about the game of golf with your family. Anybody else play in the family?
My dad actually introduced the game of golf to me, so he's been a big part of my game.
And as far as a couple of siblings for you, you have 2 older sisters, Isabella and Victoria. Tell us what they're up to.
Isabella just got out of the Marines. She's living in Dorrance and going to be attending Penn State, Maine in the fall. Other sister is Victoria. She actually works for Highmark as one of the sales reps. So she lives in Harrisburg right now. So
you're doing a good job in the classroom. You seem to really enjoy math. What about your future down the road? Do you have an area of study that you may want to attend?
I'm going to be going to college, probably to Arizona State. That's where I'm looking at. And I'm going to be getting my CPA so that I will be able to be a financial analyst when I'm older.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Let's talk about a role model that you look up to.
John Daly.
What is it about John Daly you like?
He's really good at golf, and he can really handle things well under pressure. He's just a well-rounded person.
All right, Sergey, well, we wish you the very best going forward here with Holy Redeemer playing the number 3 spot, and good luck here in your senior season.
Thank you.
Sean Boland joins us from Holy Redeemer here on the John Mendola Show, entering his junior year, number 4 on this golf team. And Sean, what do you like about the game of golf? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing golf for really as long as I can remember. I love going out and playing with my friends and my family, and it's always a great time playing golf. I've been playing for so long, and I really love everything about it.
Let's talk about your positives on the golf course. You play at Huntsville.
Yep.
Very, very, very challenging course for everybody. What have you learned about yourself playing Huntsville?
I've learned that you really got to keep the ball down the middle and stay in the fairway there. It's a tough course. I've always hit the driver pretty well, which helps there. And I've learned that I got to work on my short game. That really emphasizes that.
Well, you play some basketball as well at Holy Redeemer. What do you enjoy about that?
I just love being with the guys. It's a great sport to play with friends, you know, bus rides, traveling with the team, and then, you know, competing with your friends. It's a really great sport, and it really pushes you hard.
Altar serving at your parish is something that you do. Talk a little bit about giving back and being a part of your church community.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing that everyone should try to get involved and do. I've been doing it for, you know, 5 or 6 years now, and it's something that I always try to, you know, work hard at and get involved, and it's really been great.
Your big family, Michael, Chris, and Jen, all older siblings, so tell us about each of them and how they've kind of influenced you and what they're up to.
Yeah, so youngest of 4, Michael, especially with the golf game, he also went to Holy Redeemer and played on the golf team, and he just finished playing golf at the University of Scranton, so he's influenced me golf-wise the most. Chris, he's out teaching in Arizona, so I've learned a lot from him about working hard in the classroom. And then my sister Jenny, she's at graduate school in Texas, so we're all over the map, but it's really great to have older siblings who can teach you what's right and what's wrong.
Math and science, a couple subjects that you enjoy. Usually they go hand in hand. Of course, you're another 4.0 student like your teammates at Holy Redeemer. Talk about just being so well balanced. I'm sure a lot of credit goes to the folks.
Yeah, my dad is a doctor. He's an ophthalmologist, so I get a lot of that from him. And my mom was a good student also, so working hard in the classroom is something that I've learned from them. And the math and sciences, I've just always been interested in them, you know, numbers and stuff like that.
Again, just going into your junior year, but looking ahead, you're thinking some kind of career in the sciences down the road?
Yeah, definitely. Something, you know, with numbers and the sciences, maybe even engineering and computers is something that I've looked into, so definitely looking ahead to my future.
Well, always refreshing to hear stories like yours, Sean, of being a balanced academic guy, athletic guy, serving your community, and of course being an awfully good sibling as well to your brother, Michael, and Chris, and then of course your sister Jen. So thank you so much for your time, and great to get to know a little bit more about you.
Yep, thanks.
Kip Miller is with us from Holy Redeemer. We talk about the golf team heading into your sophomore year. And Kip, let's talk about your home course, where you play the most golf.
I play at Iron Country Club. It's just a small little course. I like to go up with my friend, go with a partner.
So you guys have a lot of experience at different courses. A couple of guys play over at Fox Hill. You have one of your teammates plays up at Blue Ridge. A guy plays at Iron, and of course, playing at Huntsville. That's a challenging course as well. So a wide variety of courses should help with this team to be experienced.
Well, all the people spread out on the courses. It helps when you're partnered up with them. They can kind of tell you the little secrets, greens, where to hit it, where to stay away from. It helps a lot, but it also kind of hurts when everybody's spread out. You know, it's hard to practice. But there's some team practices together, which are helpful, obviously.
You're a 3-sport athlete, baseball, basketball, and golf.
Yep.
So let's talk about which one are you the most serious about?
So far, golf is very serious for me. I'm probably the best at it. But baseball is close second. I'm pretty good at that too. Basketball is kind of just a winter keep condition thing. But yeah, I'm trying to focus more on golf in the summer usually.
What are your strengths on the golf course?
I can hit it far. Not as far as maybe other of my teammates, but I can hit it pretty far for my age here.
You're part of the French club.
Yep.
And of course, that's important. So talk a little bit about French and literature. Is a couple of your favorite subjects in school?
Yeah, I'm kind of into languages and a little bit like storytelling and stuff. I'm not really a writer, but I do like to read and just helps me for fun. French club's kind of in the winter, gets me through it, you know, bleak.
You're the people we're looking for. People who love to read. That's just a lost art anymore. So I'm sure I'm sure everybody in the family is pretty excited about that. You got a brother, Casey, and a sister, Madeline, so tell us about each of them.
So yeah, Casey's a little, quieter, but I like to go out golf with him. It's fun to go with him. Maddie is extremely high-spirited. She's the youngest, so she's a little crazy, and I think she's gonna be a real good athlete. I've been working with her.
That's awesome. 4.0, top 15 of your class, so you're doing a great job there. Talk about what it's like to be at Holy Redeemer around your classmates, to have all the different components that you do at Redeemer. You got to be a balanced person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Holy Redeemer is pretty hard to get around with first year. I was a freshman, I had to figure everything out, and it was hard to keep up with my studying and go through all these sports and conditioning, training, all that stuff. But after a while, you kind of get used to a little system. You got to keep a routine for yourself.
Let's talk about your role models, your dad, and of course Coach Brunn. A couple people involved in your life that help make sure you're making good decisions.
Yeah, my dad has worked so hard for me, and I couldn't thank him more. He's been working with me since I was 9 years old with golf. And of course Coach has been there with me for a year, and he works real hard with me, keeps the team in check. Good leader, both of them.
Well, Kip, the best of luck for you going forward. We appreciate your time, okay?
All right, thank you.